Hi everyone, this is my quick video on how to find a job. We're going to keep it with a few words. What you need to do really is be very good looking, white, blue eyes and blonde. Thanks for viewing the video. Conducive money. Only joking, that was a bad joke, but we'll move on. This video is going to be very helpful to individuals just arriving in London or individuals that actually live in London and have been struggling to get jobs for years, etc. Hopefully I can keep this video very minimal, pinpoint the places where you can improve, and hopefully you can get a job in London in no time. LinkedIn is the first website that I'm gonna talk to you about for a method of looking for a job. LinkedIn is a business and an employment orientated service that operates via websites and mobile apps. Founded in December 28, 2002 and launched on May 5th, 2003. It's mainly used for professional networking, including employers posting jobs and job seekers posting their CV. So LinkedIn for me is like a Facebook for jobs and professional networking. When you apply for a job, a lot of employers actually look on LinkedIn. They look in your display pic, so make sure that display pic is on point. When I was actively looking for a job, I literally removed mine to avoid any stereotypes of me, any prejudice, or any just, you know, because you got to also realize that the individuals processing your application are humans, and they may have stigmas against a certain race, gender, age, so we need to be careful. So it can work in your favor having your display pic. You know, companies can contact you based on that, in my opinion, and sometimes company could overlook you because of your display pic. So, you know, just make sure it's a good display pic and it looks professional. Moving on to the next method of looking for a job, we have Indeed. Indeed, I don't mean Indeed as the word, I mean Indeed as the website. It's an American worldwide employment related search engine for jobs. Listings launched in November 2004. Indeed is a very common used website in the UK and in London. For me personally, I struggled using this website when trying to obtain a job. It may be because it's very easy to find the job opportunities. They come onto the website. It's a very lazy way to find jobs. You could apply very quickly through the Indeed portal and platform. There is another way. You can go onto the opportunities and go directly to websites and apply, but Indeed for me is very competitive, and I found that when I was looking for jobs. It's not my best platform for looking at a job, but it is an option and it does work. It kind of depends on what kind of job you're looking for, man. If it's a very skilled related job, maybe the opportunities are there, you know, there's less candidates. So if it's a job that not much people want to do, then yeah, I guess there won't be as much candidates again, but it's very competitive on the Indeed, in my opinion. So the next one will be a recruitment agent, and we'll move on. I've just chosen Reed, I guess, but there's thousands of them, hundreds of them. If you have an industry, just type it in Google and write agency, I guess recruitment agency, and one will pop up for you. Recruitment agents in London is a very saturated business. The only issue with recruitment agents is that they are really working at their best interest. You know, they need to make money for themselves. They will help you to get jobs because it is in their best interest to do so. But at the same time, if there is a candidate that you're competing against and that person's slightly better than you, they will drop you like a fly. So, you know, you need to also realize those things. But with recruitment agency, they can get you a job within a day or two, and you could be making money depending on what industry you're in, you know. But there are fees that they do take, and you probably won't be making the full money, you know. So recruitment agents are an option, and they're probably the easiest way to get a job, but it might not be the ideal job for you. But when you're struggling for money, you need money, conducive money, then, you know, I guess, you know, that is definitely an option. Okay, so our next method of looking for a job in London for me is just a general online search. I'm putting this in with application forms because you're going to probably go through rigorous application forms, I guess. So when you go on Google and you go on a search engine of your choice, don't have to be Google, it could be Yahoo, whatever. Type in the company that you would like to work for. Official website probably appears. You go on the website and you try and find a career page, and you select on the career page and you find the vacancies and you can apply directly. And personally for me, I think this is probably the best method to actually get a job because people don't do it and it's less competitive, and you're going for the companies that you want. If you do, there is a little tip: if you do not know the names for the company that you want to work for, I guess, but you know the industry, like for instance, you want to work for a hospital but you don't know what the name of a hospital is, or again, so you can go into Wikipedia, you can write lists of hospitals or lists of sport arenas, and you can literally go onto the websites and go directly to the websites and look for the vacancies. For instance, I might go on to maybe like Newcastle University. Don't ask why I say Newcastle University. I already looked for that before. Go onto the website, scroll down. It is hidden at times, you know, so it's not always as clear as this one is. It says job vacancies in Newcastle. You go through the process, job vacancies. Let's go down, let's see where the job vacancies are. Our jobs, they call it here. You can go through there. It says vacancy search. Hopefully they come up. So you just got loads of jobs. You can filter it through. So that's just an easy way to go and look for a job, and I personally think that's the best way. You may go through a rigorous process of application forms, but at the end of the day, for me, I think this is probably the best way to get a job. You find a company, you go and you find out on their websites. Okay, so we can go back to another method, which is, for me, is giving out your CVs. Very outdated, very old school. You know, when I was growing up, that was probably the thing we need to do. Go down to I don't know, West End or something with your CV. It's very self-explanatory. I won't need to go into much detail. You tailor your CVs into the industry. You give your CVs out into companies of your choice. There is one thing I will say is make sure you're not just giving your CV to anyone in the store. Try and get someone in a higher position, maybe a supervisor, team leader, manager, because your CV can end up in a bin, and it's less likely if you're giving it to someone in a managerial position, I guess. And last but not least, speaking to people. I think this is probably the most powerful tool. Speaking to people is the easiest way to get a job that you like, get the job that you're not exactly qualified for, but you know you can do. Getting your foot into the door, speaking to people and asking them what they do, people that you know, people that you've met, speaking to them and getting one foot through the door and asking them if there are any vacancies at their job, and they'll probably give you a recommendation. And in that way, you know, you can get a job, and I notice that's how a lot of people start to work for their companies. So that's, for me, that's my video in how to get a job in London. Hope it weren't too long. I tried to speed it up a little bit. Yeah, and that should really help you to get a job. That is method. There are other methods out there, of course, but for me, these are the methods that I've used to get jobs, and I assure you I've worked in a lot of places and these are the methods I've used.